I just realized that I had the audio off. Alright, but we have a active tornado warning in eastern Nebraska right now. That is just near Brock, Nebraska. Just west of Julian, Nebraska currently is where our main area of rotation is. It's bad here in Lorton. Lorton where? What oh, Lorton right here by the tornado warning. You guys are just on the outside of the tornado warning. Mainly hail right now for you guys in wind. But you can see the rotation is just southeast of you. The tornado warning is just southeast of you, so I'd definitely still be in your safe place until you are outside of it. It could shift. But this is our only tornado warning currently. If you're in this area, you should definitely be in your safe place, into your room on the lowest floor and away from windows. Let me go to here, let me go to our outlooks. I need to check some of your guys' outlooks real quick. Let me switch tabs. Okay, so here is the severe weather outlook for today. That that orange area is a enhanced risk, so a 3 to 5 risk for severe weather today. The yellow area is a 2 to 5 slight risk for severe weather. Thank you for the heart meet and the Go Popular mic. And that green area is a 1 to 5 marginal risk for severe weather. No, it's working now, Mike. I was muted at first. We have a 10% tornado risk today in areas in southern and southeast Kansas and also far northern Oklahoma. Today's one of those days where if the cap breaks in Oklahoma, we could definitely see a pretty strong storm start to develop in Oklahoma. We have a very favorable environment in Oklahoma, but as of now, the cap seems like it may be too strong to break. But this yellow area is a 10% tornado risk. This brown area here is a 5% tornado risk, and this green area is a 2% tornado risk. Go to our wind threat. We have a 30% damaging wind risk today in that red area. The yellow area is a 15% damaging wind risk. In that brown area is a 5% damaging wind risk. And then we have a 45% hail risk with Sig 1, so we can see 2-inch plus hail possible in that area where that pattern is. That red area is a 30% hail risk, and the yellow area is a 15% hail risk. Also, if you want to check this out, you can also search your cities if you go to my website. I just did release this website. If you guys go to here, to my website here, you can look at it. Let's go back to radar. We have currently 11 severe thunderstorm warnings and 1 tornado warning currently. Here is our tornado warning. This is in eastern Iowa, southeastern Nebraska. The rotation is just west of Julian, Nebraska currently. We can see here that green and red are next to each other. That is where we have a rotation. Currently, it is not on the ground, but it could go onto the ground soon. So you can see no debris ball currently. Move my chat over here. We have a tornado on the ground now, guys. This is our first tornado of the day. This is just a confirmed tornado warning. Law enforcement confirmed tornado. Welcome everybody. If you're just outdooring, we have 2 tornado warnings currently. One of them is radar indicated and one just touched down. Currently it is in Iowa, western side of Iowa right now. Just check out the closest radar. Okay, this is the closest radar right here. Not seeing a super tight area of rotation. We definitely got some broad rotation here. I would assume it's just west of Gray, Iowa currently. Not seeing a debris ball, but this is a law enforcement confirmed tornado on the ground here in Iowa. If you're in this tornado warning, you should have to be in your safe place. This will be heading towards Templeton, Dedham, Viola Center, and Willie. You guys are in this tornado warning, so definitely take cover immediately. Take a look back at our other tornado warning we have currently. This one is a radar indicator, so it is not on the ground. Rotation is starting to broaden, but we still do have rotation just going over Julian currently. Still no debris ball, so it is not on the ground. But it could try to drop a tornado very soon. One second, guys. Let me check something really quick. Welcome everybody. If you're just now joining, guys, we have 2 tornado warnings currently. One of them is a law enforcement confirmed tornado. Thank you, Hoda, for the heart me. You can see here where that near gray, where that green and red is next to each other, that is most likely where our tornado would be on the ground. Nothing in debris ball currently. Rotation is pretty broad, but law enforcement did confirm that a tornado is on the ground. Thank you for the follows. Our other tornado one here looks like it may be canceled soon. They do have another. They have a severe thunderstorm warning in front of it, so it looks like the rotation is weakening enough for them to cancel it soon. It's about to move out of that tornado warning area into a severe thunderstorm warning. Thank you for the follows, everybody. Welcome, welcome in. These are our two tornado warnings currently. This one likely will expire soon, but this one just got issued is a law enforcement confirmed tornado. So if you are in this area, this is in Templeton, Iowa, Dedham, Gray, Iowa, Willie, Iowa, you should be in your safe place. YLS Center, Iowa, you should be in your safe place. Interior room on the lowest floor and away from windows. Give me 1 second, guys. Do some really quick. Hey, what's up, guys? Let me go back to my YouTube chat. Hey, welcome, welcome, everybody. Again, we do have 2 active tornado warnings right now. One of them is on the ground, law enforcement confirmed. I do think the rotation has weakened a lot in the latest scans. Not seeing a debris belt, but we have a new tornado warning again in Nebraska. So they actually did extend this one tornado warning down here. If you are in, this is not even in Nebraska anymore. This is going into Iowa, southwestern Iowa, and far eastern Nebraska areas. So Julian, Nebraska, Hamburg, Iowa, Riverton, Sydney, Iowa, Payne, Iowa, Minnesville, Iowa. You should be in your safe place, interior room on the lowest floor and away from windows. So the active tornado warning rotation is pretty broad right now. I do not think it's on the ground, but it could try to tighten up soon. We do have a very favorable environment for these storms today. Really watching the area in Kansas and Oklahoma. That is our main threat for tornadoes today. Take a look at some of these severe thunderstorm warnings in Kansas. Nothing, this one near Junction City has broad rotation, but nothing too concerning right now. Nothing that is really looking concerning currently in Kansas. Storms are just now starting up. Just want to go live a little bit early. Let me go back to here. I can show you guys the outlook for today. Welcome, welcome in. Here is our severe weather outlook for today. That orange area is a 3 to 5 enhanced risk for severe weather. Yellow area is a slight risk, a 2 to 5 risk for severe weather. And this green area here is, this dark green area is a 1 to 5 marginal risk for severe weather. Here is our tornado risk for today. This yellow area is a 10% tornado risk, that brown area is a 5% tornado risk. And that green area is a 2% tornado risk. Wherever we see that shaded region, that pattern area right there, that is where we could see EF2 plus intensity tornadoes possible. Here is our damaging wind risk today. We have a 30% damaging wind risk resulting from areas in far northern Oklahoma to areas in southern Iowa. Welcome, welcome everybody. That yellow area is a 15% damaging wind risk, and that brown area is a 5% damaging wind risk. Then we have a 45% 45% hail risk stretching from northern Oklahoma to areas in central and eastern Kansas. In that pink area, that's a 45% risk. That red area is a 30% risk for hail. That yellow area is a 15% risk for hail, and that brown area is a 5% risk for hail. Wherever you see that pattern, you could see 2-inch plus diameter hail possible. If you want to look at your own cities, this is my website. I just recently made this. It is in About Me, testweather.org. It shows it right there in the bottom left also. So to check this out. Take a look at our current environment. We can see we definitely have areas like Kansas had like 3,500 Cape where storms are starting to form currently. Definitely have a lot of Cape, very high end. The environment is very Cape. There's a lot of Cape in the environment right now. We definitely have all the ingredients we need for severe weather. You have high shear. Check our SRH. We definitely have decent SRH, 100, 200 SRH in areas. Oklahoma is the big question mark today. If Oklahoma gets a storm to fire off in central or southern Oklahoma, we could definitely see a big time risk for tornadoes there. Here's our super composite. We can go to this is our significant tornado parameter. Definitely have high numbers 2 and 2 Sigtor. in areas in Kansas and 1 in Iowa. And we also have 3 in Oklahoma and 2 in Oklahoma. So if any storms can fire in there, they definitely have a good environment. Take a look at our surface vorticity. Basically, wherever you see a bullseye of that red and blue, that is where we have a high cape and spin in the atmosphere. So definitely like right here in Kansas, where these storms are moving into and developing right now, definitely a good environment for these storms. Back to the radar. Take a look. Seems to follow everybody. Take a look at our current tornado warning. It still is observed. Long for the rotation really has weakened. I do not think it's on the ground anymore, personally, but still being a safe place if you're in this area. Dedham, Willie, Templeton, Gray, Iowa areas. Viola Center, Iowa. Also, if you're in this tornado warning down here, this is on the border of Iowa and Nebraska here. We have our rotation here. See, decent area of rotation. The rotation has started to weaken lately on the newest scans. The green and red, that is where our rotation is currently. Mainly we have a bunch of severe thunderstorm warnings currently. We still do have 2 tornado warnings. I do not think this one's on the ground anymore, honestly, because rotation is really weakened on it. They'll probably cancel it soon, but still stay in a safe place until they do cancel this tornado warning. Rotation has really died down. Welcome everybody. Let's check out some of our Kansas storms real quick. Welcome in. Check out our Kansas storms. Nothing's rotating too much to get tornado warned right now. Anything super concerning. Check out these storms down here. There's some broad rotation on some of these storms, but nothing crazy currently. Let's check out our echo tops. We definitely have strong storms developing. You see, these are our echo tops. These storms. The radar is measuring 59,000 feet. Echo tops. So definitely have this storm right here. Definitely something to watch. This one north of Hillsborough and east of Durham, Kansas currently. Give me one second, guys. I'd like to confirm tornado. I do not think it's on the ground anymore. It'll still be in your safe place until you are not in the warning anymore. It could still be possibly on the ground, just have weak rotation. You see it's starting to become into more of a line, but we still are expecting supercells to start to fire more in areas like Kansas and get more mature. And possibly in Oklahoma, if the cap can break. We do have a very sharp dry line in Oklahoma today. And it definitely would not be good if the cap breaks. So we're hoping the cap does not break in Oklahoma, but if it does, it definitely would not be a good situation in Oklahoma. Definitely watching for that very closely. If any storms at all can start to develop in Oklahoma, it definitely would be concerning. Give me one second, guys. Let me take a look at our satellite right now. I want to see what satellite imagery looks like. Let me check my phone real quick. Give me one second, guys. Welcome everybody. Give me one second. We definitely have no cloud cover in Oklahoma or Kansas. We have really very minimal cloud cover in those areas. They just put a tornado watch for Oklahoma. Let me check the model real quick, guys. Give me one second. Definitely watching because if any storms can fire in Oklahoma, there's a very very favorable environment for these storms to develop. Give me one second, guys. Northern Oklahoma could get some storms, but mainly we're watching for central and southern Oklahoma. If they get any storms to fire, they have a very good environment, just a very strong cap. Where is this tornado warning at? Welcome everybody. It's just this. I think it's just this, I think they just updated this. Still, broad rotation on here. Definitely still stay in your safe place if you're in this area. Give me 1 second, guys. Welcome everybody. So check back at these storms in Kansas. Well, let's check our observed tornado real quick first. I do not think this is on the ground anymore, but still some rotation on, so definitely still being in your safe place, interior room, on low floor and away from windows. It's not like it's on the ground, but it still could try to wrap up again. Check out our storm in Kansas. Not really seeing anything, nothing crazy rotating right now. Close the radar. But we definitely do have strong storms developing. We look at our echo tops. We have 50,000 feet echo tops on all of these storms, basically. This one here just north of Junction City. This one just by Harrigan and Hope, Kansas. Also this one near Marion, Hillsborough. Echo tops is basically how tall our storm is. 50,000 feet is definitely means that we have a strong supercell that is breaking through the cap right now. So definitely watching for that very closely. Okay, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna restart the stream real quick. Welcome everybody. Give me 1 second. Okay, welcome everybody. If you're just not joining, guys, we do have two active tornado warnings. One is observed, and one is radar indicated. Trajan has started to weaken on both of them. This one just west of Hamburg, Iowa, has some broad rotation here. That green and red that is our rotation. The closer they are, the more rotation, the stronger the rotation is. Here is our observed, no, it's not observed anymore. Here is our radar indicated tornado warning here, near Dedham. Some broad rotation. No, I don't think it's on the ground anymore. It was on the ground a little bit ago, though. Affect western Wisconsin. I can check for you real quick. Western Wisconsin, you guys could be at risk. Let me change my screen so I can show you. Western Wisconsin, you guys could be at risk today. In western Wisconsin here. You are in... If you're in far western Wisconsin, you are in a 2% tornado risk. You can see, I'll show you guys your risk here. Here's your wind risk, hail risk, tornado risk. So maybe if you're in far western Wisconsin, yes, you could get some severe weather. Welcome everybody. We have our first tornado warning in Kansas today. Kansas has a very favorable environment for these tornadoes, for any storms. Here we see where our rotation is. It's just south of Ogan, Kansas. Heading towards Ashland Bottoms, Urick Lake, Hunters Island, Manhattan. You see all the areas in this red polygon here. You are in an active tornado warning. It is not on the ground, but it could try to produce very soon. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. So just had joined, guys. We do have 3 active tornado warnings. One here is in right near Dedham, Iowa. You can see where that green and red is next to each other. That is where we do have rotation in Dedham. And then we also have one on the border of Iowa and Nebraska, just near Hamburg, just west of Hamburg. We set green and red next to each other. That is where we do have rotation. And then we have a tornado warning in Kansas right now. Welcome in, everybody. Then we have one just near Ogden is where the rotation is in Kansas. See that red and green are next to each other. That is where we do have rotation. Welcome in, everybody.